In today's video, we're going to talk about taking your self-concept to a whole other level. Now, I had a friend make a video on this recently, and it really resonated with me. So I figured I would share my story and my views on it. But be careful, because this video might trigger some of you with how deep I'm going to go on it, sharing some of my personal experiences with this thing and how you can move away from it consuming who you are in the present and moving into the most powerful version of yourself. So, what I'm going to tell you here, you need to hear this. Stop chasing your specific person and the SP. We have to keep chasing after this SP. They stop texting with us. They stop caring for us. You have to try to find a way to get them in. It's how we currently feel. We're not enough. You're texting with this person. So then we go back to the manifesting method. All right, I need this person in my life. I need to think about them. I am good enough. I am great. I am good. And then attract them back in. And the same thing happens again. The ghosting, the being treated poorly. And what is that all linked to? Trying to get the SP back in before you fixed yourself. A reflection that your self-concept is not on a whole other level. You are not living at the highest level of yourself because there's still a familiar story from the past that you are not good enough, that you are not attractive enough, that this person is not meant to be in my life. So what do I need to do to fix it? What do I need to do to fix them so they can then like me? Why don't they like me? Why am I not attractive enough to them? And what can I do to make them feel like I'm attractive? Instead, you work on your self-concept. It's one of the biggest mistakes I made. In these videos, I don't make to trigger, to call you down. These are all experiences I dealt with. Now I have the hands-on tools to be able to move out of it, to step into the best version of you. It's what this channel's about. Now, every time I would get ghosted, or I would attract this girlfriend back into my life, I knew she wasn't good for me, but say I was ready to go out on a date with her, and Friday night rolls around, and in the afternoon, she flakes on me and then just says, I need some space for myself. I don't feel very good about this relationship. It triggers an emotion in the person that I am not good enough. And what did I do for this person to not want to go on this date tonight? What did I do for this person to need her space and not want to talk to me anymore? And then you go to work on yourself with your mind. And if you're into this manifesting stuff, you try to think, okay, I got to change my energy to get this woman back in. I got to change my energy to get my SP back. And you keep chasing. Because your self-concept is that your character needs that person to come in to make you feel good, to make you feel like you are enough. You won't feel enough until this particular person comes back in to reflect to you that you are good enough, and then you will feel whole. And once this person comes in, then you feel complete. So what do I need to do on my end? Here's the trick. Here's the answer to all those questions. The self-work, the confidence you build. And I'm here to help you discover that within, the power within, the confidence that I used to lack. And when you get on this level, you step your game up onto a whole other level. You become the best version of you. and there's no one better than you, and you stop analyzing why is the SP not texting with me? Why are they texting other guys or women? This is for men and women. Why are they texting other people? And if you're like, you hang out with them and they're at your place, you have all these negative thoughts. And you know what? These negative thoughts create the reality. Why are they always on their phone? Why are they not giving me their full attention? All of this energy, the worry energy, the non-confident energy, the energy that your self-concept is not equal to everyone, is going to be reflected back to you. And that's why your SP keeps leaving. But when you change the energy that you are good enough ahead of time, and that your happiness and the strength within is non-dependent on the SP that you need to come in, the energy that you need to come in to feel on this level, to be this good enough, to do this type of work, to get the relationship that you want, to feel good enough, you start to give those feelings to yourself and you elevate your game on a whole other level. That no one can mess with this type of energy. That you are the most handsome or prettiest woman living, walking. And you're going to start to walk around in public like you're the best thing going. All right? And this is not an ego thing. This might trigger you, this type of energy. But that's fine. You need this. Keep watching. You step on this whole other level. Your energy is non-dependent on the outside. And it's not finding the best manifestation, finding the best guided meditation to fix me. Because if you have to fix something within you, there's something wrong. You change the energy to good feelings. Good feelings. Your self-concept is that you are the best version of your human self here in the present day. And if this person wants to take their energy back, cancel on dates, break up with me because they think I'm not good enough, that's not for us to fix. That's not for me to fix. I was super attracted to this girl I met at the gym, and I would text with her, and it was this hot, cold behavior. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. And then I'd be like, oh man, she got this awesome body, and she gives me the attention. And when she gives me the attention, I feel like I'm good enough. I'm a handsome man because this woman with an awesome body makes me feel good enough. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. When you bring awareness to the illusion, you can learn to live above it. So this is what would happen. I would Snapchat with her, and you know what I mean? We snap back and forth, and she'd go cold. Cold by my last message or 2 or 3 messages were left on read and nothing in return. Person wanted no contact. I make lots of videos on no contact. You guys know that by now. I'm into this stuff. I'm into the relationships. I'm into the spirituality. Whatever it is, I am into it. You bring that same type of energy to your relationship. You step on a whole other level. But going back to the Snapchat, snapping with her, and then she'd take all her energy away because, you know what? In my own mind, I had it pre-assumed that I was defeated and that this woman did not approve of me, did not think I had a good physical body, and I was not in good enough shape to attract her into my life, and that I did not have the physical attributes. I always thought there was something wrong with my physical body. So then I got involved with fitness, getting myself in the best kind of shape, and start talking to her again and trying to attract her back into my life again. And then giving her the space worked. She'd start to talk to me again. But that version of myself is trying to fix the outside. It's not the most confident. It's not the highest version of my self-concept. It's not the highest version of myself that chooses to live in elevated states, that chooses to believe I am a handsome man with a great body. And I kept reflecting, projecting a story to her that was imagined. And let's get this straight. What you think in your mind becomes reality. So if you think in your mind, this girl's too hot for me, this girl is on a whole other level, and you're not on that whole other level. That's the problem. You take that energy you are projecting to her, that you are not enough, to bringing it back to self and doing the work on yourself every day to get this self-concept up to the highest level possible. We don't take shit from anyone no more, okay? This is where you take your power back. You are not projecting it to people to get a certain result. You are not changing the outside world to get your SP back into your life. You stop chasing after people with nice bodies because you want them to reflect the energy to you that you are enough. And when these people with nice bodies tell you you're good enough, then you'll feel whole. Then you'll feel complete. You stop all of that bullshit. And you stop fucking around with these people that we keep chasing after, that keep reflecting to the energy. They keep reflecting the energy back to us that we're not good enough. We're not good enough to have them. I'm going to talk to another guy. You know what that story is? That story is something you fabricated in your mind. And then the mind brought it to life. It made it reality. That's how powerful the mind is. That's why I tell you, spirituality exists. And be careful what you focus your mind onto. And simply by changing the energy to that I am the guy with a high level of confidence, high level of self-worth, self-concept, your self-image changed, your self-love for yourself changed, and the way this person looks back at you changes. And they start to give you that approval, and they want you in their life. They want you back. Do you not see the polarities change and what you need to do to try to get them back? It doesn't even need to be done anymore. It's a way of living. It's a way of being. When you're living in the old way that you need to consume the outer world to get what you want, what's reflected back to you is you're not good enough. There is a neediness there. There is a repellent. It's the human version of bug repellent. It's hot people repellent. We are repelling them away from us. Because the self-concept is not on a whole other level. And when you start to game life like that, you're going to game hot women and men on an intellectual and physical, mental level. Okay? We don't get stepped on and nobody games us. And if they're playing a game, you stop playing that fucking game and you take the energy back to yourself and you tell them, I am worth more than this fucking bullshit. Okay? And this is not anger talking. This is you stepping into the best version of yourself. You are done taking fucking shit from other people. And if they want to treat you like that, you're going to live your life as the best version of you. And them being in it is non-existent. So you move through life like that. And you're going to attract people that are just as physically hot as this SP that we kept chasing after, like I kept chasing after that girl on Snapchat. What do I need to do to get her to talk to me again? Do I need bigger biceps? I got to work on my arms. I got to work on my body fat levels. Maybe if I have six-pack abs, she'll come back in. Maybe if I buy a Tesla or a Mustang, she'll come back in. And then we start focusing on material things to impress people on the outside. You think you have to flash the amount of money you have. You think you have to flash buying a brand new truck. Something, you know what I mean? That's something from the outside. These are material things. People don't give a fuck what you have. If you don't have the self-concept figured out, you ain't going to get nobody. And that's what I'm here to help you fix. We are going to bring awareness to that self-concept that's not good enough. We're going to do the work on it to bring us into elevated states of confident energy. Vibration, the vibration that you prefer to be in is that my self-concept, I'm the shit. And this man or woman with the awesome body, with the good job, with the good family values that I'd like to come in, we're good either way. You want to be here? Great. You want some space? Great. I can work on myself. I can take a 2 weeks off from you. I could take 2 months off from you. I could take my life away from you. You want to go? Go. And you know what? That type of energy is magnetic. And we were not doing it to manipulate, to manifest them back in. And you stop trying to chase the SP. Let go of the fucking SP and let them go and be with a guy that's going to treat them like fucking garbage. They'd rather be with fucking guys that don't know their ass from their head, don't know what's going on in their own lives, that still live with their parents, that are doing drugs every Friday and Saturday night. They'd rather a guy like that. Let them fucking go. Work on yourself. This is not to call other people down, not to call your SP down. And you know, this person that treated me like that on Snapchat back in the day, you know, the only way I could move past it and really elevate my self-concept to become the character you guys see on the channel right now is forgiveness. I forgive that person. Don't get it twisted. You don't call that person or re-message them if they're out of your life to be, I'm sorry. Do you accept my apology? No, you forgive them for you. And this is you being connected to your higher self. This is you being connected to God. The universal intelligence flows in and gives you the energy that you are the most confident man or woman that is not in need from anything from outside of us to fulfill that desire. The desire is already fulfilled. And when you live as if you are great, like I said, there's no one greater than you who made it this far in the video. And if it triggered you, the type of energy I put into this video, well, I'm not sorry, because you needed to hear all that. And if it did trigger you, well, there's still something wrong with you subconsciously that you need to fix. You need to do some inner work. Because you're going to keep chasing that SP, that girl with the perfect ass, perfect tits, or the guy with the six-pack abs and the Tesla. And what's going to keep being reflected back to you? That you're not good enough. You're going to get ghosted within a week. Or they're going to walk all over you and treat you like a narcissist and make you feel like everything's your fault. Because you still have the empathic qualities that we need to fix them for us to feel good. When you stop fixing them for you to feel good, you start to live in these elevated states of the most powerful you. And that's what I'm going to help you build on the channel. The most powerful version of yourself, the most attractive version of yourself. You become the SP. SP, special person, you become the PP. PP doesn't mean taking your thing out to pee on itself. Powerful person. You become the most powerful person. You become that elevates your game, that no longer takes the BS from other people. That's where you gain the strength to set the boundaries. And that stuff is not okay. That behavior is not okay. And you're not afraid to step into tension and to explain your views if things are not going in your favor. And also, you have the strength to just walk away and value your alone time. And it makes you a more powerful individual. You will become more magnetic to your SP. If you really wanted your SP in your life, they're going to come back. Just by you changing the energy. The same way I showed you how to change your energy in this video. If you wake up in the morning, you focus your thoughts and your feelings on this version of you and embody that energy. Everything is energy. Because if it's non-confident energy being projected, what's going to be mirrored back to you is that you don't have the confidence. And in reality, you're only not attractive enough if that's how you feel. And if you feel like you're attractive enough, that's what's going to be projected back to you. So be careful what you focus your mind on, and make sure that your self-concept is on a whole other level. You are the strongest, most attractive version of yourself, and there's no man or woman better than you. And it's not in an ego way. We are not better than anyone either. We are all connected here on the earth, in the universe. Everything's connected. We all have each other's backs, even though some people don't resonate with us at our core. We have each other's backs the same way I have your back on the channel. So thank you for watching this one. And I'm going to link at the end of the video a very important video I made on when ghosters try to come back.